Hello, friends. It's Saturday. Welcome to our first village gathering of the weekend. We are planning to be back tomorrow morning with your Tarot Topics newsletter recap. Today, you know what time it is. I love this live stream so much because it is your Saturday Psychic Sampler, where you ask questions and I give answers, and that's the way it is. Your questions can be as specific and juicy as you want them to be. If you ask a general question, I'll answer that too. So wherever you happen to be watching me, since we are indeed multi-streaming, get that question in and I will do my best to answer it. Let's hop right on over to Card Cam. We're going to start with Smile Soul 20. Smile Soul 20, thank you for being here and thanks for being a member for more than 4 years. What do my ancestors want me to know? All right, here we go. Smile Soul 20. Your ancestors want you to know that you have, in a lot of ways, like society has trained you not to believe in yourself as much as you could and as much as you should. So there is a lot here about recognizing your wisdom, your potential, your beauty, recognizing everything that you are and everything that you have to offer. There it is. Okay, we're going to hop right on over to Twitch, where we have V365. What's coming my way soon? Here we go. You know, it's not so much about what's coming to you as much as what you might need to do in order to be, what shall we say, in order to be happier, in order to be more confident, in order to be more successful. I would say worry less at what's coming to you and worry more about what you're going to. And I feel like what you need is more confidence. And that's what you need to go to. And if you go to that, good things will come to you. Does that make sense? Thanks for being here. All right, Trey Cameron, you are up next. Thank you for being here. And thank you for being a member for more than 2 years. I want to know if SC is talking about me or is it about somebody else? Can't get into the specifics because it's private, understood? And also, this isn't a person. Sorry for the vagueness. That's okay. You gave me what I needed. Okay, here we are. So, is this about you? Is this about you? I'm going to argue that it is. I'm going to argue that it is about you. There's no, like that was the question, yes or no, binary. I'm saying yes. If you have a follow-up to that, go ahead and let me know. All right. Okay, no, Trey says, okay, thank you, makes sense. Good enough. Good enough. That was easy. All right. Hippie Pippy, so good to see you. Thanks for being a member for more than 2 years. Thanks for using members-only emojis. Oh, man, I have been there, girl. Ah, here it is. Professional readers or those who want to be professional readers, listen up, man, because we've all been here. I gave a reading to a lady with weird energy. It all went wrong. I shortened the reading. Was it me or her or something else, right? Like, you know, I'm happy to say that this has happened very rarely in my career, but I'm going to say it does happen to everybody, and it feels so weird and bad when it happens. It leaves you in a really bad state. So let's see what was true about all of this. When we look at the person coming to see you, the person coming to see you definitely had issues and definitely brought an energy that you might have been uncomfortable with. Now, is it true that we as readers should be able to handle whatever energy is at our table? Technically, yes. But in practice, you know, not every person is going to be a great fit for every reader, you know? So this was a person who had a hard energy for you to handle. When we look at you and what you did, I think you did the best that you could. And I think identifying that there was a problem and cutting it short was the best answer. What happened here, I think, is, I think in this particular case, a lot can happen. There can be a lot of reasons for this. But in this particular case, I feel like this is a lesson for you, Pip, as to clocking a person's difficult energy as quickly as possible and deciding what you want to do with it as quickly as possible. As you grow as a reader, you may find that you are better at making space and holding space for these difficult personalities. Or you may decide that there are some kinds of people that just aren't right for your table. So this is something for you to learn from, but I also know that when this happens, it leaves one feeling, as a reader, it leaves you feeling really bad. And so you really got to brush it off, take a shower, whatever, and use it as your own learning experience. And Melissa, good question. And yes, you got it. You got it in one. Melissa, for Hippie Pippy's question, were you reading the Sun as narcissism? Normally it's a super positive card. Right. It was the Empress reversed and then the Sun. I put that together and that did feel very narcissistic and disrespectful, but also potentially generational. And with the Page of Cups, I think the person was coming as genuine as they could be. They just have that energy. So yeah, there it is. All right. Up next, we have Revival of Venus. So good to see you. Thanks for being here. You asked me about the job search. It's interesting, and I have a question about that for today. Okay, and here's the question. I applied to several positions, and I'm getting lots of screening calls. I had one yesterday. I have 2 interviews next week. One for a sales job. I've never worked in sales. They liked me enough to invite me to an interview. I have another interview for a state job. Very difficult to be picked. Not sure if to ask about the call from yesterday yet. I don't have an interview yet. I had an interview last week and haven't heard from them. Will any of these work out? Okay, let's take a look. Will any of this work out? I mean, I think you're showing up the best way you know how to everyone. And right, here comes the Sun. And this time, no, I'm not reading it as having to do with narcissism, because the surrounding cards and the question don't take us there. What it says is you got to show up and be your bright, brilliant self for each and every call and each and every interview. And that's exactly what you're doing. And I don't know that any of these are going to turn out to be the one. What's great is you're generating interest, but you have to keep going. You need more interviews, more interest. Keep it going, keep it going, keep it going. You will get there. And I think you'll get there sooner rather than later, but I can't guarantee that it's any of these so far. But you're doing all the right things to generate what you need to generate. All right, let's hop on over to Instagram. Good to see you. We're going to start with JS Type. I'm going on a trip in December with Aquarius. Is it going to be any future with that guy or just fun? Let's see. I think it'll definitely be fun. I think it'll be so much fun. And here's the advice. This is much more likely to be fun than future. So do not think about future. Do not lean into future. If fun accidentally turns into future over time, that's great. So we don't want to do anything to stop that, but neither should we anticipate it or expect it. All right. Sticking over to Instagram for a minute, Spunky Funky Me. So good to see you. Will my finances be sorted out in the near future? How soon until I find an abundant source of income? I mean, I think you're working, but I feel like you're on that financial treadmill where you're just making money and spending money. And there that is. But I feel like you are making ends meet, and I don't think it's going to get worse than that. In terms of improvement, I feel like this is about improving your skills. So this could be about a job with training. It could be about a job that uses training that you already have. It could be about starting your own business. It could be about going to get the training that you need. One way or the other, this is about specialized training, seems to be the thing. All right. Selametkin, good to see you. You're looking for a general here. So here's the thing. I feel like there's lots of questions about relationships in your life, whether that's family, friends, romance, whatever. Make sure that you pay attention to how people treat you, not the potential, but the reality. Look at the reality, not the potential. Okay. And Magic with Hamza, so good to see you. What does the future hold for me as a tarot reader, and how can I expand my clients? Okay, let's take a look. Okay, here we go. I mean, I think you've already said what you want the future to be, that you want to grow your practice. And I think that you do have to do something different to grow your practice. So what can you do? What can you do to grow your practice? I think a lot of it is about marketing, teaching, and letting people hear your voice. Let people hear you and see you, and that will naturally expand your client base. All right, now we are hopping over to Twitch. Call me your daddy. So good to see you. Oh, I love that you called me young grandma. Thank you. I'm definitely the second. Not sure if I'm the first, but thank you for your kindness. I am doing very well. Hope you are too. Can I get a general reading, please? Sure. This is for Call Me Your Daddy. So we have to be very, very careful, specifically when it comes to the closest people around you, be that family, friends, romance. You are a person who will treat people kindly, but you may not always let people know what your agenda is. If you're just being nice to be nice, or if you're just being nice because you want to build a relationship. I think there are people around you who are confused by this. So in dealing with other people, be clear about your intentions and things will go well for you. Angie Whisperer, good to see you. Thanks for being here over on Twitch. A general for you. Angie, we see all good things. Okay, so tarot people to the front of the room, please. If you see these two cards in a reading, which you now are, it's a general reading for Angie Whisperer. What in the Venn diagram that you would do with these two cards, what's right in the middle? 3, 2, 1, here's the answer. What's right in the middle is wishes fulfilled, hope, manifestation. What do you want and how do you want to make it happen? And so your reading today, Angie, is that right now, the energy is such that if there's something that you want to make happen and you're saying, I hope good comes soon, what this says is you got to make your own good, but the energy is available for that to happen. So figure out what you want and go get it. All right. Right, Revival of Venus, don't need to do much, what you want is yours. And I think, I don't know that you don't need to do much there. I feel like, because wishes left alone are just wishes. You know, wishes require, to become real, require some energy there. So I wouldn't say that you don't have to do much, but I would say, yes, wow, it absolutely, what you want can be yours, right? You just have to go get it. Absolutely, yes. And Revival of Venus, good to see you. I just did you. Like if you scroll back like just a few, you're going to find your reading. So there it is. All right. And I'm happy to see you. And you know what else I'm happy for? I'm happy that now it is time to do Melissa Grosso's very un-Melissa-like questions. So excited. Okay. So Melissa, thanks for being a member for more than 3 years. We appreciate you. Thanks for using members only emojis. Here it is. I have a very un-Melissa-like question today. Yeah, we're all here for this. Now that I'm single and ready to mingle, what are your thoughts on a casual fling? It's not my typical style, and my concern is that it will pull my focus from the job search. There is a new guy, A, at the dance studio. He is definitely not my forever guy, but there is a fair amount of chemistry. So your thoughts on all of this? With pleasure. With pleasure. All right, here we go. Okay, first of all, is it in Melissa's wheelhouse to have a casual fling? I think it's hard for you. I think that, let's see if I can say this in a way that's not embarrassing for anyone and is internet friendly. My Scorpio sister, I believe that you may be one of those people that if things go well in the bedroom, even if we're just keeping it casual, if there's a powerful chemistry and a powerful energy there, you will want more, even if you know that more is not possible. Even if you know that you don't really want more, I think you will want more. Am I wrong? Like, I think this is the reason this has never been your style. So that's my first concern. Okay. Melissa, you're not wrong. Yeah, it takes a Scorpio to know a Scorpio. Absolutely. Absolutely. Okay. Could you manage to put that to the side for this? Maybe. Right, laughing cap. Also as a Scorpio, would recommend. So I guess now it's time for a show of hands. Scorpio sun signs in the room. How many people are good at casual flings? Okay. Now, would a casual fling generally be good for you, Melissa? No, it wouldn't be. Would it distract from looking for a job? I'm not so worried about that. I mean, you're doing what you need to do to find your job. I'm not worried about that. I'm just worried it may cause discomfort. But with A, what do you want to do with A? Honestly, I would enjoy the flirtation and enjoy the chemistry and be great dancers together and let that be that. This may be one that's better in the imagination. Sorry. Anna says, some people are just not cut out for casual flings. I'm one of them. Yep. Okay, welcome everyone coming into the room. Anna K, where are you in the list? You're coming up. You are near Trey in the vertical list, but when we put the horizontal and vertical together, you're coming up. All right. And up next is Mediha Ness. So good to see you. Thanks for being here. Thanks for being a member for more than 3 years. Thanks for using members only emojis. I'm working on a project to help a friend. It's been more work than I thought. Is it going to lead into more work like in the future, but paid? And I don't mean work for this friend, but in general. So will the project that you're doing for this friend lead to something else that would get you paid? That's the question. That's the question. All right. There is no reason to believe, Ness, that the work you're doing for this friend will directly lead to anything. But I think if you see a pathway there, you should take that path and lean into it. But naturally, without help, no. No, I don't think so. Okay, so Mediha, you see a way that it could. So if you see a way that it could, you have to push on it to make it happen. Now, follow-up question. If you push on it and make it happen, will it? Maybe. Hey, Crystal, welcome. Thanks for being a new subscriber. Put that question in and you are in the queue. Okay. Back over to Instagram. Robin Renee, so good to see you. I hate the renters next door. I need a real job so I can move. Their activities lean toward illegal. How can I get rid of them? Well, don't you do anything illegal to get rid of them. Is this a case where any kind of magic would work? I think you've already tried the mirror thing, have you not? Like, you can try the mirror thing again, putting a mirror against your wall facing toward them. I think there's a bunch of folk remedies for bad neighbors. But these feel a little persistent. I think the thing is, Robin Renee, try not to focus on it. I think this is a case where what's going to be best is for you not to focus on it, not to think about it, put your focus where you need your focus to be. And within a few months, this situation will be remedied anyway. That's what I think. And sorry you're going through it. Oh, feedback from Ness. That's how I feel too. I didn't do it for that reason, but everyone is saying that, and it's been frustrating in a way. I feel it diminishes the value of the work I'm doing for the friend. Yeah, people gonna people. Everyone says it might lead to paid projects, and it made me regret to do this for my friend. Take the practice out of it anyway. Like, there is good practice there. Take pictures of it. Maybe it's good for your portfolio. All of that, I think, could be good. Okay. And who is next? It's Cassandra. Okay, Cassandra Revelta, thanks for being a member for more than 3 years. Here we go. What should I do about work? Suck it up for the rest of the school year, even though I feel miserable? Is there an alternative that doesn't suck and doesn't leave me more poor than I already am? Let's take a look. What should you do? Let's see. If you stay where you are for the year, it will become less miserable over time. Like, you could stay, suck it up, and you'd be okay, and it would become less miserable. Is there something you could jump to at this juncture? Possibly. It is very possible, and I think it would have to do with younger children or maybe special needs kids. It is possible you could find something to jump to. So I'm going to say this. Number one, if you stick it out, it's going to get better. Number two, if you don't want to stick it out, I think you could find something to jump to that would not be terrible. Choice is yours. Sorry you're going through that too. Absolutely. Okay. Joanne Ellis, so good to see you. Thanks for being here. We appreciate you. Would it be best to leave my job now and find something else, or hold on for now? Thank you. I'm thinking out loud. Okay. I think you're way better to suck it. Say, well, these are two suck it up readings right next to each other. But seriously, Joanne, I think you are way better to suck it up than you are to leave now and try to find something better. I feel like if you stay and look while you have that job and also look, it's going to take a while, but you'll find something better. If you leave now and turn your attention to job search, you'll find something. But I feel like your better path is to stay and find something from there. There you go. Medea Ness, it is the whole argument, man. When do you give it away and when do you get paid? It's a whole thing that you're right. Artists and diviners tend to have that quandary in common. Yes. All right. Anna Kay, as promised, here you are. Good to see you. Let me just, okay. I want to know, should I contact Jay or wait for him to contact me? Would he even call if I don't contact him? And if he would, then when? So Anna, thank you so much for being a member for more than a year. We really appreciate you. So, should you contact him? I don't think so. I think you should wait. 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 And will he call you? If he does, I think it's going to take way longer than it should. And you should see that, like we want to see what he's going to do. So let's sit back and wait and see what he's going to do. And is he thinking about calling you? He is. He likes you. He's interested. But he seems like one of those scaredy people. And if he's going to be too afraid, like too wimpy to step up and claim you, what's the point? So let's leave the ball in his court and see what happens. Okay, we've got Robin Renee's Tana. Tana wants to know the best way to terminate her employee. Definitely do not use a machete. No. Sorry. I know what you're saying. I think with this particular employee, and this is Robin Renee over on Insta, asking for Tana, the best way to terminate the employee. So the thing is, this employee is mouthy, and could cause trouble no matter what. HR definitely needs to be heavily involved here. Like, I would absolutely use every resource that HR has available to you. And I would try to do it very well documented and in a way that limits the damage this person is going to do going out the door. Good luck. Anna Kay, keep us posted. We're all waiting with you. Okay, so let's see. Where am I now? It's Nalini Kalu. So good to see you, Nalini. Glad you're here. Here we go. Okay. Hang on. I found you. I lost you. I'm finding you again. Give me a minute. Nalini Kalu. It's been a very trying week. I'm so sorry, Nalini, and thank you so much for being a member for more than 3 years. I've had misunderstandings and difficult conversations with more than 4 people, and it had me feeling upset all week. May I please have a reading on what's good? And I'm wondering if I missed something there. Is that where we end? Hang on 1 second. Let me just make sure I got all. Yeah. Yeah, hang on. I'm coming to it. Give me a minute. Okay. Okay. May I please have a reading on what good thing or things will happen for me soon? I'm doing my inner work. I know that. I really do know that. And am open for all that's good, but still feel frustrated and not sure what to do next. to help me get to a better place in life. I know you're doing the inner work. And the issues with the people this week, like, I think this is coming up to sort of teach you how to handle the energy of people around you and how to protect yourself, how to, like, there's some people, it is just not worth a conversation. Or if you have to have a conversation, you do it on their terms because it's easier that way. So those are coming up as lessons to teach you how to handle difficult people, because there always will be difficult people around you. What are your next steps? I think your next steps need to be action-oriented, whether it's about actively meeting new people, actively seeking new jobs, actively starting your side hustle. It's time for something active. And, you know, you're on your path. I mean, this is not easy, but you're doing what you need to do to get you to where you need to go. All right. Up next, we have Donna. Here you are. Hey, Donna, thank you so much for being a member. This is Donna DeStefano. And you're just looking for general. Okay, good enough, Donna. We can do that. Donna, you have been through a lot, and you've managed to just kind of hang in and deal with whatever you got to deal with. Like, you're just good at that. And the thing is, what you need to know is your life will not always be so hard, so difficult, so chaotic. There are good times coming for you because you're doing what you need to do to create that. So do not think that the difficulty of the past will be repeated in the future. Okay. And, okay, Divyan Shamrisha, good to see you. Thanks for being here. What is coming toward me? Are we seeing any positive changes? I think there's a lot that you have to put closure to. Like, I think this is a place where you need to be active. And you actively need to put closure to the past to open up to some good things for the future. And I do feel like you are really moving forward in a positive way if you do this. All right. Over on Instagram. Okay. Excuse me. Okay, who do I see on Instagram? I got Robin Renee. I got Spunky Funky Me. Mrs. O, I see you. Good to see you. Mrs. O's musings. All right, Mrs. O. Is the road ahead positive, specifically in terms of my career and prosperity? There's ups and downs, and I think that's true for everybody, right? I think I would be doing you a disservice if I said to you, oh yeah, the road ahead is super positive, because no one's road ahead is super positive. There's always going to be ups and downs. What you need to know is you have a strong career, and you may be adding something to it that will make it even stronger. You have a history that proves your ability to do what you need to do. So what you can count on is no matter what in the road ahead, you will be okay. And your career will be okay, and there will be opportunity for growth. And that's positive enough. All right. Allie Mammon, so good to see you. You are up next. Thanks for being here. It has been so long. I'm doing well. The daughter's good. The grandkids are good. Thanks for asking. Quick question on your eyes, nerves, and overall health. Okay, you know all the disclaimers on health readings. I'll tell you what I see. I feel like there may be something up with eyes and vision that needs some attention or correction. And nerves on an emotional level, I'm not saying on a physical level, but on an emotional level, could use some help. Health overall, I think we're improving. We're moving forward. And I think you're moving forward with good results. And so that feels good over time. All right. TJ and GA, so good to see you. Thanks for being here. Somehow I always seem at a loss for what specific question to ask, so I'll ask. In what area should I be more open to asking for and receiving guidance? That's smart. That's a smart way to do that. Very well done. Okay. In what area should I be more open to asking for and receiving guidance? I think perhaps specific to education, work, career, creativity, and spirituality. In those areas, you might have things where you could have some questions and have some positive answers. But I'm also going to say that if you really can't think of a question, that could be because things are going well in your life, and that's not a bad thing. All right. Raquel, so good to see you. Thanks for being a member for more than 4 years. Thanks for using members only emojis. We appreciate you. Feeling blah lately, but not sure if it's the season or just me. Is there anything I need to know or guidance about how you're feeling? I think you're not having enough fun. I think so much of your life is work and what you do for others. And you need to do something that is just fun for you. That's what I think. All right. Scrolling down. Scrolling down. Okay. Here we go. Barbie Bird. Good to see you, Barbie. Thanks for being here. Thanks for being a member. Also a little stumped on a specific question. It's a little stumped on a specific question. So same thing, right? Same issue. So no specific question. I'm going to ask, what do I need to know and where should I focus my energies for the rest of the year? And Barbie, you're here. So good to see you. Thanks for being here. And thank you so much for being a member for more than 2 years. We really appreciate you. All right, here we go. Where should you focus your energies for the rest of the year? Nowhere there. There. Okay. Hope, healing, satisfaction, and fulfillment. Do you want me to say those things again? I will. Please write them down. Hope, healing, satisfaction, and fulfillment. There we are. Joanne, I have not gotten to you, but I'm so glad that you are here. Okay, horse-drawn portrait. So good to see you. Thanks for being here. There's an old friend, colleague, that my partner and I want to try and resolve some personal and professional issues that other parties put us through. But this friend kept their position status while we were pushed out. I could go on. What I would like to know, please, is will they help push for a clearer professional reckoning with what took place? So let me start by saying I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry that you are dealing with this. That's a very difficult thing. Will this person support this process? You can ask, and it makes sense to ask, but do not be surprised if the answer is no. This is a person who does not like to be involved, and if the poison dart did not hit them, they just want to get out of the way. Like, I think this person has already revealed their character, but go ahead and try and see what happens. Spunky Funky Me has a question for their sister. Okay. Okay, so this is for your sister, Spunky Funky Me. What she is going through right now, especially in relationship to her divorce, I mean, I think she's sad, but I wonder if there's someone else. I wonder if she's met someone else and there's some interest there. And I think the whole thing is sort of sad and difficult for her. So obviously, whatever support you can give her is appropriate. All right. Let's see. Okay, Karina Morrison, so good to see you. Thank you for being a member. What is the most important thing for me to know? I think you need to know that the ceiling is not about to cave in. I think you need to know that while things are difficult, catastrophe is not at hand, and that you have a voice and you have creativity and you have talent and you have power. That's what you need to know. All right, Laughing Cap. So good to see you. Thanks for being here. Thanks for being a member. We appreciate you. Is there any significant influence or energy I bring to V's life? What do you, Laughing Cap, bring to V's life? Oh my gosh. Yes, lots. Love, integrity, but also somehow this is causing worry as well. So it is positive. It's meant to be positive, but there's something in the way that V receives it that turns into worry. And I think that has to do with V's issues, not yours. Let me know if that makes sense. All right. Virginia Sirwa, good to see you. Thanks for being here. Due to life events over the past years, I've shut down emotions and many feelings. Understandable. They're starting to resurface, and I'm finding it difficult to deal with without getting overly depressed. I understand, and I think the idea is they're supposed to come out like a little bit at a time, and I think a lot of this is about loss. It's about loss. It's about hurt. It's about lack of support. They have to come out. It's appropriate that they come out right now. But maybe try journaling or working with a therapist or working with tarot as a way of taking them in bite-sized chunks so as to avoid the crushing overwhelm. This is your path forward. It is your path to healing, and it is your path to new relationships. All right. Okay, we've got Maria Darlima. I hope I'm pronouncing your name correctly. Thanks for being here. Can I know if my boyfriend will come back to live with me? We are separated. I think, here's the thing. I do see love coming to you, but I don't think it's him. I think it's good that you're separated, and it's time for you to find the next one. Seriously, you can do better. You can do way better than his dusty ass. Seriously. Okay. And let's see. We've got Shataria. Will it be best to leave my current relationship? Okay, Shataria RN. Will it be best to leave my current relationship? And hey, Lizzie Patnode, I sure am. Good to see you. Let me know if you have a question or want a general. Happy to do it for you. Okay. And let's see, where am I? I am at Shataria RN. Will it be best to leave my current relationship? I mean, obviously that's up to you. But when we look at the relationship, I mean, I feel like you've squeezed all the goodness that you could out of it. Like, I don't know what else there is there for you. So I think you've asked and answered your own question. Okay. Lizzie Patnode, so good to see you over on Instagram. Glad you're here. General relationship question. All right, so looking at the relationship, I mean, there's a historic connection here and a sense that there's something good. However, said person is inconsistent. What I see is inconsistent. Sometimes really communicative, sometimes not. That's how I'm seeing it. I think the way to handle this, the best way to handle this, Liz, it's hard on you and you can't handle this for long. I think you can give this person a period of time to come to the table appropriately. And that period of time should be determined by your tolerance level. What is your tolerance level for this? And once you're at a place where you're like, I need to know, man, what's going on here? When you get to that tolerance level, you have to be very gentle, very kind, and very clear, and make it about yourself. That he's going through his stuff. You get that. Like, I don't think his inconsistency is about you, and it's not even about him. He's just handling his stuff, and he has a lot of stuff. But you will need to become the squeaky wheel to make him prioritize you if he does not do that in the grace period that you give him. That's the bottom line as I see it. Let me know what you think. Okay. And Liz says, yep. Okay, good. Okay. The solid box, good to see you. I had a fight with my younger sister and she stopped talking to her, and she also stopped talking to me for almost 2 months. Now she's suddenly talking to me. Should I speak? What are her intentions now? Her intention is to go back to normal. And if you want to go back to normal, then you should let that happen. If you don't want to go back to normal, you don't have to. I think there it is. There it is. And Mrs. O, was it Mrs. O? Oh, Spunky Funky Me. Yep, she hasn't met anyone else yet. I think maybe she has and you just don't know about it yet, but we'll see. We'll see. All right. Let's see. We're going to do Joanne. Joanne Laeza, thanks so much for being here. Looking for direction to go with the person at work who makes my life miserable. Why is she looking to get me in trouble? Will my supervisor be able to help, or should I go to the union or HR? Okay, here we are. So, why is she this way? She's this way to deflect. She is deflecting because I think her work or her herself, she's not where she should be. She's not doing what she should be doing. So I think she's deflecting onto you and you're the easy target. And, you know, there's a lot of reasons why you're the easy target. And I think you understand that. You understand why that is. And that's an energy you can shift within yourself. But in this moment, you're the easy target. So will your supervisor be able to help? No, I don't trust your supervisor in this picture at all. Do you go to the union or HR? I mean, I think you have to do it. Like, I'm not sure who's going to be able to help here, but I think you have to do it in the logical order. You start with the supervisor, then you go to HR, then you go to the union or whatever it is. You keep written documentation on everything. You cover your butt and you build a case, and you take that case in the proper order to all of the above. If you are able to do that, you may get some relief. Absolutely, yes. Absolutely, yes. And I also think, you know, like if this were a schoolyard issue, like this person is a bully, what she needs is to be punched. Now, I'm not suggesting that you commit violence in the workplace. That's obviously not a good idea. And it's obvious that you should not do anything that's going to get you in trouble. But just recognize you got to deal with a bully like a bully. All right. Vaishali, so good to see you. Thanks for being here. What is the universal guidance? What is the universal guidance for me? Vaishali, you must go to school. You must get your education. You must be yourself healthy and go to school to create the life that you need. There it is. All right, let me just catch up here. Oh my goodness gracious. Let's see. Over on Twitch, Dream It Possible, good to see you. Vanna Not White, good to see you. Vanna Not White, that job I asked about, I totally got. I've been working there for a month. Congratulations. Well done. So, Vanna Not White, do you have a question for today? And Dream It Possible, how are my craft fairs going to go next weekend? Very well, extraordinarily well. Very well. If you have a person who's there to help you, they may not be able to be there, so you may need extra help, but generally speaking, it's going to go very well. Okay. So, Donna, you had a question earlier. We did a question for you earlier. And let's see. Ren G, how about you? General guidance, you got it. Ren G. Ren G, general guidance. Gather your friends, go out and drink and dance. Okay, is that good general guidance? Probably not. But metaphorically, it kind of is. It is time, I think, to build your social circle, to have fun, and to be creative. All right. Over on Instagram, so good to see you. Lizzie, what is the grace period? Can we ask? Liz, I don't think it should be more than 3 months from this day. Not more than 3 months from this day. There's your grace period. Because that gets them through the holidays. There's your grace period. Okay. And Rids22, good to see you. Your future with your crush. Yeah, no. Honestly, this would be something best avoided. You know, you could get together and it might be interesting for a moment, but I don't think it's going to go well. Up to you how you want to handle this. Okay. And let's see. Back to Twitch. Vanna Not White. I was wondering if this job is going to bring me closer to turning my screenplays into movies. And the answer is absolutely yes. In one way or another, absolutely yes. So good, so exciting. All righty. Let's do a penny for your thoughts. Penny, thank you so much for being a moderator. We really appreciate you. Okay, here it is. I was stupid and lent out some money. Will I get it back? And will finances turn for the better before Christmas? All right, let's see what we got here. Here we go. Penny. I guess if being kind is how you're stupid, it could be worse. I do think there is an intention to pay you back, and I do think there will be some improvement, but be careful. You know, don't give away what you need for yourself, obviously. Okay, CB Muzz, haven't seen you in so long and so glad that you're here. Thanks for being here. You're starting a new job on Monday. What does the universe want you to know about that? Well, I think this is going to be a good job, and I think you're going to be good in it. It requires a lot of communication, and you're going to have to work very closely with people, but I think that's your wheelhouse. There it is. There it is. Oh, feedback from Vanna Not White. I didn't go to many readers during this transition these last 3 months. I got a new job and also moved out solo for the first time, leaving a toxic mother behind. Just want to thank you for your help along the way. It is my great pleasure. Leisha, thanks for liking the stream. My great pleasure, Vanna Not White. Humble Beginnings, it's your turn. I was wondering if I will meet anyone here soon that is like-minded. And the answer is you're going to have to make an effort. Like, it's not going to be by chance. You're going to have to go to the places that you think such people would be and hunt them out. But if you do, the results will be good. All right. Vanilla and Pie, so good to see you. What is good coming up for me that I can know now? Let's take a look and see. So this is another case where it's not so much about what's coming for you. It's about what do you want and what are you going to go get. At this time, you have a real opportunity to choose what's going to feel good for you and pursue it. And that, I think, is what you need to do. Shreya Tapathi, so good to see you. Thanks for being here. Please let me know if stability and abundance is coming in the near future. Yes, but you're going to have to make it happen and you're going to have to work hard for it. But if you work hard, it will happen. It will happen. Okay. Claire C., so good to see you. Thanks for being here. Thanks for being a member for 4 years. My son's cochlear implant surgery, I misread it. My sister's cochlear implant surgery went well. I hope this helps her with her long-lasting depression and isolation. Any advice? Well, when we look at your sister, I do think it will take time for her to learn the device. And, you know, it is true that not being able to hear contributes to isolation. Excuse me for saying this, Claire, but you know what else contributes to isolation? Attitude. And we're hoping that this will improve her attitude, but we're not sure it will. So the bottom line is, while she's going through this transition, be patient and helpful to the point that you can. And if she's not helping herself, there's a point at which you can't help her either. Oh my goodness, over on Facebook, Anne-Marie Garrett, so happy to see you. Thanks for being here. Will my finances improve? And these two cards have been coming up together a lot, and I've been shuffling. I think, you know, the solution here is magical, Anne-Marie. They may improve somewhat on their own, but I think you need to do the magic to bring it in quickly and powerfully. Okay. Michelle Connell, so good to see you. Love to see what exciting things are coming up for me, please. Could be a job change. And could be a real opportunity for healing from the past that would welcome greater happiness in all aspects of your life, including romance. Hey, Phantom Punk 007, good to see you. Thanks for being here on Twitch. Let me know if you have a question today. I'll do any questions at all today. Hey, Crystal, new subscriber. Everyone welcome Crystal449, who is a new subscriber. Thank you for being here. Next, actions of the person of interest towards you. Person of interest may show themselves for who they are and may no longer be a person of interest, honestly. Keep your eyes out and see what you see, and don't be so interested that you forget to see what you see. Because, yeah, no. All right, and Phantom Punk 007. What's coming my way soon? The opportunity to work hard and make some money and also some communications that create some anxiety. So there is an opportunity for hard work and money making, but also an opportunity to identify things that are anxiety producing and make a change there. All right. Oh, feedback from Claire. Spot on reading about the situation. She feels better around me because she feels safe. Yeah, and you don't owe her that if you don't want to, you know? You don't have to do that because her energy will bring you down. And Smile Soul 20 is welcoming Crystal, as we all must and are happy to do. Okay, scrolling through. Afsha Syed. So good to see you. Thanks for being here. Your future with your crush. I think you'll be friends. I think this person would be a better friend than a relationship anyway, so look for friendship. Rebecca Dusk, so good to see you. Thanks for being here. Thanks for being a member. We appreciate you. I have a big medical appointment coming on Tuesday when I will hopefully at least get some of the answers. What can I keep in mind or draw on for strength on Tuesday? Okay, Rebecca Dusk, here we go. Rebecca, it's always worrisome. Like, it's so anxiety provoking and worry provoking, Rebecca, to be in this situation. And so we just acknowledge that. But we acknowledge that no matter what you hear, it's an opportunity. Tuesday is an opportunity to get the information that you need that will lead you towards your best outcome. So we're looking forward to it. Whatever it is, knowledge is power. Information is helpful. And the information that you're going to get will help you. That's what you need to keep in mind. And we are all sending you so much love and healing. All right, Lisa E. So good to see you. It's a juicy one. You know I love that. How's B looking as a potential love interest? I think we're a little immature. So we're going to give him the benefit of the doubt and give him a chance just in case. But it may be that not him, but someone who comes directly after him will be a good one. But we'll give him a chance just in case, because something good is coming. Karina Gallant, I'm so happy to see you. I feel like I haven't seen you in a while. Thanks for being here. Can I get a card for Greg's feelings for me? Just blunt old cards for me to know if he has ever entertained the idea, and if the conditions were right, would it be a mutual thing? Has he thought of it? He likes you. I think he has thought of it, but not so much in a romantic way, more in a way that this could work and be helpful. So, yeah. Okay. Rob 593. Do you see a new theater producing my work in 2026 successfully? What a great question, and we sure hope so. Let's take a look. It's going to take a lot on your part to make that happen, but it is possible. But you're going to have to do a lot of pushing to make it happen. Karina says, yeah. I feel like there may be some things about this individual, like he feels, I'm talking to Karina right now, Karina Gallant. He feels a little transactional and self-serving. So just saying. All right. Teresa, so good to see you. Thank you so much for being a member for more than 3 years and a moderator. Thanks for using members only emojis. Oh, Karina, you agree with me. Okay, good, good. Teresa, I am not happy with my salary and would love advice on how I can up level in the next year. Also, the terrible trainer has tried to make me look bad 2 more times. I think it backfires on her. Does leadership see through this? I'm thankful she's gone mid-December. Yeah, we're counting down the days now. Okay, does leadership see what she's doing? Oh yeah, they totally see it. They totally see it. How is leadership feeling about you? They like you. They like you. How can you increase your salary? The best thing to do is to get through this training and get going. So like by the beginning of the second quarter next year, you would be in a position to level up. So just get through this and get going, and by springtime. Antoinette, good to see you. Will I end up being with M, or should I move on? Move on, move on. Keep it moving, keep it moving. It is definitely time to move on. All right. My friends. Rob says, I hope so too. I always have to do the pushing and producing. Yeah, there it is. There it is. Oh, and Rids22 over on Instagram, does he truly love you? That's a hard question. He to the extent that he knows how to, yes. Yes. Febborn. A general. Febborn. Do not be afraid to let people see you, your wisdom, and your heart. The more you let people see you, the happier you're going to be. Antoinette, okay, there it is. Yeah, it is. It is. Teresa, 2 months until your 4-year milestone. There you are. All right. My friends, believe it or not, it's last call. If I accidentally missed you, and honestly, chances are kind of high because the chat aggregator I have was not in a good mood today. And the control room had to work extra hard, did a fabulous job. So if I accidentally skipped you, I am so sorry. Now is the time to reiterate your question. If you are just here now and have not asked a question, speak now. So I am planning to be back here tomorrow morning, 9:30 a.m. Eastern Time, with your Tarot Topics newsletter recap. Read the newsletter right before. Read the newsletter before. But it's an easy topic. We're just preparing for the holidays. That's pretty much it. On Tuesday evening, I am interviewing the medium that rocks. That's Kimberly Shore, and we'll be doing some mediumship readings. The link is already up. Make sure you join us for that. Most important thing, I have some openings for readings. A little bit of time today, bunch of time tomorrow. This is unusual, so take advantage of it. There is a link right in the description to book your session with me, and you know you want to. So, my friends, thank you so very much. I appreciate all of you. Special shout out to everyone, the members, the moderators, the subscribers, everyone who makes this digital village everything that it is. We appreciate all of you. Have a fabulous day, everyone.